Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. I just want to do a video showing you some very useful resources. So there's been a lot of censorship that's been happening. We have hours and hours of videos being taken off YouTube. There was that a couple of them on London Real that's been doing these videos for ages, interviewing all sorts of people from all walks of life, has had their whole all their Vimeo content removed off the internet. They've been blocked from Dropbox. They've had interviews removed. And it's because of the content that YouTube claims to be controversial, because they're talking about alternative views regarding 5G and the coronavirus. Now, regardless of what you think about their opinion, we should have freedom of speech. The narrative shouldn't be controlled by any one individual or organization, because that is a very slippery slope. Who gives any one person to decide what is true and what is false, and what else could also fit in that category of false news? Could it be government scandals or cover-ups? But yeah, there's another prominent voice is this doctor, Rashid Berta. He's been posting a lot of videos and they've been taken down. A lot of people have to re-upload them. Again, he's giving some very useful information. And then we even get claims, and he was one of the person who said this, that actual scientific journals are being taken down or being edited. And it's almost like they're trying to rewrite the history books, like there's something they don't want us to know. And if you only watch BBC or CNN, you probably don't know about this. But if you've been looking around on alternative forms of media and on the internet, you'll see that this has been happening very commonly. And I just want to show you a couple of resources that are very useful, that will help you against this sort of thing. So the first one is called the Wayback Machine. Now, the Wayback Machine is quite amazing. It basically archives the internet. It takes snapshots or photos of different web pages on the internet on a very regular basis and dates them on a calendar. So let's say you want to use a web page as a source for information, but that web page has been changed, it's been altered, something has been censored, or it's been taken down. What you can do is you can go into the Wayback Machine, type in that website, go to the historical archives and find an older version of that website. So what I'm going to do here on Google is let's type back Wayback Machine. Alright, and you're going to click this one over here, and it's webarchive.org. So let's say you researching something, I'm on Wikipedia, and you think something's been filtered out or changed. What you will do is you'll copy the address, you bring it over here, put it into the search, and hit enter. Now sometimes it gives a problem like this. I'm going to take out the HTTP and try again. Okay, there we go. All right, yeah, sometimes it does give that problem, or at least on this computer. And as we can see here, at the end we have 2020, but we have entries from 2019, 2018, 2017. This is the same web page throughout history, and this is a calendar. And what you can do is, I'm going to go to the oldest version of this web page back in 2004. And once I click on it, I'm going to scroll down and you're going to see a calendar, and some of them have circles on them. These circles means that a photo of that web page has happened. You're going to click on that circle and you're going to click on the time zone it gives you here, and come check. Here we have the very old-fashioned version of Wikipedia here, and you can see basically what that page looked like back then. It's a very good tool for sources and information. I remember Rashid Berta, he said that he was doing a video and he quoted something in a scientific journal, and the information on that scientific journal was taken off the web. It was completely removed. So this is a very useful tool. there's a couple of these internet archive things on the internet, so you might want to Google other ones, and it'll help you have multiple perspectives, because obviously one of these cannot archive the whole entire internet. The whole entire internet is pretty massive, and all that just won't fit on one website. But you can, if you cannot find a certain website you're looking for, you can Google other kind of web archives and check them. Maybe you can find it. Here's an alternative to YouTube. It's called LBRY. Now, a lot of you have probably also heard of BitChute. BitChute's also quite good. BitChute is also a decentralized, no, sorry, not a decentralized video platform. It's another video platform. But what makes LBRY better, in my opinion, is that it's actually decentralized. And by decentralized, it means that all the videos that everyone is uploading all over the world is not stored on one central point or one central device. So if I were to describe this, and I'm going to describe this like in a simple, watered down way, think of YouTube like this. All the videos are stored on one computer that YouTube owns. And if that computer ever gets hacked, all that content is gone. If YouTube decides to delete any videos on that one computer in which they own, they can do that. The computer belongs to them. On a decentralized platform, when you send a video, it makes many copies of that video you sent, and it scatters them on many different computers all over the planet. The reason why this is more secure is, in order for anyone to take your video down, they can't just take it down off one computer. They would need to take it down off all those other computers around the planet that it's stored on. So that's like a simplified way of explaining it. Basically, this is blockchain technology. It's the same kind of technology we have in Bitcoin and stuff. So I'm going to do a search. I'm going to just type anything. Let's type hello. And it uses the DuckDuckGo search engine to do this sort of thing, which is a lot more reliable. And yeah, you can basically open one of these pages. Oh, and it doesn't just do videos. It does photos, articles, yeah, basically things like that. But you can also find a lot of videos on this content, on this platform, and the videos are decentralized. Also, DuckDuckGo, that's also a great search engine. You know, you can do an experiment, write something a little bit controversial like 9/11 inside job on Google, and then type it on DuckDuckGo, or type vaccines and auto. Just find any controversial subject and do a comparison. It's quite interesting. What you'll see is that the Google actually censors their results. They're going to put all the mainstream stuff like CNN, BBC, all of that first, and they're going to put a couple of articles debunking what you're trying to talk about first. DuckDuckGo doesn't really do that, so it's a lot less bias. In fact, let me type on Google 9/11 inside. Let's type 9/11 inside job. Right, and here it says the people who think 9/11 may have been an inside job, and that's BBC. So that's Google. Then we have another mainstream source, 9/11 conspiracy theories, Wikipedia. Here's another one, 9/11 conspiracy theories debunked. Now, look, I just used 9/11 as an example. It doesn't matter whether you believe it or not. The point is, when you want to do independent research, you don't want to buy a search engine that's going to put certain results first and hide certain things from you. And Google has announced that they would be hiding some search engine results. You want something non-biased. You want to look at the facts from both sides and make an opinion for yourself. If you're using a biased search engine, you're more likely to come to the wrong conclusions. I'm going to take the same search. I'm going to search this on DuckDuckGo. All right. Paste that in. I'm going to go here. And here we see was 9/11 an inside job, and we have the 911truth.org. Okay, why I am convinced that 9/11 was an inside job. Okay, 9/11 was an inside job. Top reasons 9/11 was not an inside job. Anyways, so here you can see the results are a lot less biased. Now you can also Google yourself other alternative forms of search engines. Maybe it's good to use a couple of them. But yeah, the problem is like a lot of people when they want to research many of these alternative theories, the problem is they're doing their searches on Google, and Google is horrendous at giving you like both sides, like an open, unbiased, yeah. Anyways, what else? What else? Look into the dark web. Now, a lot of people think the dark web is where they sell drugs and prostitute. No, it's not. The dark web is basically the web that is not archived on main search engines like Google or even DuckDuckGo. So it's basically just the internet. It's basically just the internet, but it's the internet that search engines can't find. And it's not necessarily they can't find it because it's illegal. Sometimes search engines can't find it because they just don't want to index the stuff. And there you could find anything from meme websites that show you cat pictures to illegal downloads. I don't recommend that I'm not saying that you should, but they're there. Or just chat rooms, anything, just about anything. But what's useful there is you might also be able to find underground information that obviously the internet mainstreams search engines don't want you to see. Another thing, DuckDuckGo, it's anonymous, meaning they don't track your data. However, anonymity and being able to search the whole of the internet is not the same thing. There's still things that DuckDuckGo does not archive in their results. Yeah, so you can check dark web tutorials on the internet and look up some search engines. Like a useful one is the Candle search engine. Yeah, so anyways, I hope this was useful. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you also have a LBRY platform, if you're watching it there, you can also follow me. And yeah, by the way, there's no rights on this video. You're more than welcome to download it and share it with absolutely anyone or everyone.